Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Chey, and that's Theta. Or wait,
Other
no,
way?
sorry. I got it wrong today. There we go. And we're here to watch some Made in Abyss. We've already seen the first episode of the new second season. Apparently there's a whole lot of backstory to the big old hole in the ground. And our heroes have caught up with the story of the ancient crew that went down there first. And apparently got down to the same level.
The
Let's see.
city
What is
of
the
the Unreturned.
City of the Unreturned? I know it's so dramatic. Uh, what important things do we have to cover from last time? Do you think?
Well, I mean, the name of the city, for one, is because if you go down that far, you cannot come back up and be alive.
Right, like they went down via the bathysphere, and we already saw what going down 100 feet back at uh
Conjured.
Bondrud's place did. So going back up that, I imagine, is a non-starter to say the least.
Well, not unless you go back up with your best friend.
I did have sort of a theory in my brain of, all right, so what if you were like in a contained pressure vessel? It's like, no, the curse works through that too. It's like, oh, okay, that's right. We already have demonstratable evidence. So there's no way to get up. None at all. Uh, we don't really know anything about this new level. We're about to go ahead and find out. However, hey, extra fun theory just to talk about. Uh, if the old crew is here because of time dilation, and the new crew is just here, then so is our main character's mother. They're all
No,
here at roughly the same time.
no, she's supposed to be at a lower level.
Yeah, she's supposed to be at the lowest level that they know of, I believe.
Ah, okay.
Real quick question. What level was Rico born on?
The one that
Fourth? Was it fourth?
Owen was on, I think, wasn't it? No. Giant's Goblets, I want to say.
Because you remember Ozen carried them up from...
Yeah.
So which means that it's not the level that Ozen lives on. It's somewhere below it.
Right, right.
The Upside Down Forest is where she's at. I just can't remember. I thought it might have been the fourth with the flower fields.
Whatever place was frosty, because I remember they had to put her in the machine where it was like ice. It was like the relic, you know what I mean, that brought her back to life.
Yeah,
It
that's
looked like a tundra,
Bondrew's
like a
level, isn't
snowscape.
it?
Well, the one I thought it was is a level above Bondrew's level. That's why I'm not sure. But we're definitely
don't
saying
recall.
it's not the sixth.
Yeah, because I don't believe that Owen had a means to ascend without, transforming.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We haven't seen that Owen hasn't transformed.
Ozen, thank you.
Well, you kept saying Owen. I was just like, maybe
I've
Shy
been saying
knows
it with an
something.
inquisitive tone because I knew it was wrong, and I was just hoping y'all would say it.
Or we're bouncing off one another. My thing is that maybe you knew
Yeah.
something I didn't. So it's just like,
No.
I'm going to keep saying both. Anyway,
Yeah.
remember
I
Ozen has that
just-
weird
I don't know.
shit underneath her clothes. You know, she like
do you
turns
think that might be
monstrous.
extreme enough for the transformation? Probably.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but she is monstrous underneath the clothing that we've seen.
We haven't even seen her final form.
Yet. She's coming in to save the day at the end. I'm calling it.
It seems unlikely now.
It's extremely unlikely.
I mean, I'm saying it was possible before, but now they're at the level where you can't come back.
Right.
But yet someone's come back to tell people that it exists, right?
No. We got letters. Well, I mean, Bondrewd knows it's a level below, and Bondrewd has to also know everybody that's gone down there has never come back. But,
True.
yeah, no, like Liza's letter came up from there, which I think, as we mentioned before, the balloon letter system is only in the anime. That's what they're telling us. So, Liza's letter is the only one from both manga and anime to have come back up.
Which I kind of wonder how it goes up through the water level that they had to transition
The
through. But you know
bathysphere.
what? Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she sits it through the
bathysphere.
bathysphere.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Which means at
And then I
some
guess Bone
point,
Druid is nice enough to pick it up and just send it on its way.
yeah, Bone Druid's not evil. He
Yeah,
is.
he'll see a letter
Oh,
and go
wait.
like, "Oh, I should do the postage."
I guess
today."
I guess it speaks towards the philosophy. He actually might be evil. He's not malicious. He's evil in the same way that, say,
Chaotic neutral at his best.
well, in the same way that, say, Adam and Eve are evil, right?
He's interested in his scientific progress above all else. He's not going to mess with the post for giggles.
In the way that Adam and Eve ate the apple, which made them impure and got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. They are evil for having knowledge. They're not malicious. They didn't like eat the apple and then start kicking all the animals, right?
Right.
I'm pretty sure that would have been written down.
Although I feel like kicking the snake would have been justified.
Well, then the snake bites you, and then we have no humans.
That's fine. No, but
Coming out of the trees was a bad idea in the first place, really.
Sure thing, Doug.
All right, so I think also today we have some comments to go through, don't we?
Yeah, here's your 1st
Let's
little
see
chunk.
what they all are. There we go. As I slowly die, let's go ahead and read it from Jason Brennan. We got a bunch of info dump here. So, those insects are invasive to the 4th layer. That being said, in the manga, Habolg notes that Bone Druid is infamous for burning or poisoning monsters without regard for the well-being of other raiders or the native wildlife. So, he may have been lying. And, maybe that checks out. He could have been just doing it because he wants to. But then again, he doesn't lie a whole lot. At most, he just doesn't tell anyone what he's doing.
Well, I
So-
mean, the lie of omission, a lot of people would not include as a lie.
Right. In which case, the easy way to tell if whether or not he was lying about the particular instance is if we see those insects again. If we don't, well, I guess he kind of lied.
Well, we already know
Uh,
they'll be down there. Because
Up.
they said they're coming up from there.
Yep. Up next, Liza Seiyu is apparently Mayaka Sakamoto, while Ozen is played by Sayaka Ohara. I don't think they sound similar at all. We haven't received a whole lot of Liza talking in a row. We really only have clips, don't we?
Yeah. Well, I mean, episode 3? We saw her talking?
Yeah, 3, I think like a couple other flashbacks later on during the Mimi arc.
Well, most of the flashbacks are just like her looking at stuff, but
Yeah,
episode 3 had her on the surface, talking and doing shit.
more deets. Blaze Reap didn't exactly have a limited number of uses. Ozen said that it still worked fine, but was damaged and would likely break after a few more uses.
that
So-
means it has a limited number of uses.
It,
We just
it
don't know
will
what
break.
the number is.
I think the implication is that a limited number of uses is an implied number.
Right. It doesn't have an ammo counter. It's just old.
Like the summertime render jumps, where they told us 3, and then 5 more uses. We're like, Didn't they
Gonna
say-
keep talking about that?
yeah, all the time.
Next detail. Giving important characters cool hats is one of the mangaka's less unsettling fetishes.
It's a based one. Based
I
idea.
can approve of more hats, honestly.
TF2
White...
and a whole simulator.
Okay. I'm waiting for the TF2 Made in Abyss update, really. White whistles, as we've seen, are celebrities. It would be surprising if Bone Druid hadn't heard of Liza. Yeah, I guess that checks out. There's probably only a handful of them in existence at all anyway.
Was
And
that topically relevant? Were we ever talking about that?
I don't know.
The problem is that these are from like 4 weeks back, so
I know.
Like,
So
I
our
mean,
brain is.
yeah.
I've already lost
these are
it.
mainly reactions to the movie stuff.
Mhm.
So
Oh.
And last little deet here is, yes, I checked. Molars are normally shed when between 11 to 13 years old. And that was a movie fact. And more facts. We still have more down the list. The Zooaholic went missing 15 years ago, so that the very earliest Bone Druid could have become a white whistle. In the manga, Habolg notes that he's been around for about a decade and revolutionized cave raiding techniques, but is also a wanted criminal for overseas for crimes related to human experimentation and selling relics on the black market. Yeah, that checks out.
Classic Bone Druid.
Liza was kind of terrifying before she descended. Maybe she's less dangerous and unhinged now.
Alternatively, she's probably far more dangerous and more unhinged.
Hey, that'll be fun. According to pointers from Nanachi, the Zoaholic causes an erosion of one's sense of self and eventual insanity. Reg encounters some of Bone Druid's used up bodies while charging up, who are standing around dripping feces. Contrary to what one might think, it's a powerful but not very sophisticated relic and was first discovered by being used by a small animal to make insects feed themselves to it, since it only requires touching the Zoaholic to be affected.
That's a based animal.
Well, I mean, I think we covered it in the previous one that it attracts animals as well.
Right, it wants someone to use it, presumably. And, semantics aside, Bone Druid absolutely kidnapped those children no matter what amount of candy and puppies he told them he had in his windowless van. Oh, that's a good one. And last and probably not least, or maybe there's even more, I'm continually impressed at the number of novel uses they find for Reg's extendable limbs.
If
That's
you want
right,
to be
when you
less
got-
impressed, just watch One Piece. Luffy does all that and more.
When you got the stretchy powers, you gotta use them.
I love Reg though. He doesn't have. I mean, Luffy doesn't have a laser, but he doesn't need one.
Luffy with a laser sounds very scary, honestly.
I mean, he's got a crewmate who's got a laser.
Yeah, it's Luffy with Frankie on his back.
Yeah, pretty much. That's terrifying. Stop. No, next comment. Next bit.
The details keep going. The Zoaholic was, unfortunately, probably not destroyed. That being said, even if they had trashed it like Nanachi wanted, Bone Druid could potentially just find a new one. I don't know about finding a new one, but they did basically outright state, yeah, we didn't do it, we came to agreement with Bone Druid. That was the end of the movie.
Well, we also know that all relics aren't unique, like those potato ones we keep finding.
Mm-hmm. No, a white whistle has to match the life insignia of the user. Prushka was definitely thinking about Rico. Of course, her father already having a white whistle and not being human kind of complicates things. Yeah, there's no clear way for that to resolve aside from the author writing something.
The comments beneath this one follow from the 4 shorts that we watched from your Luke.
Mm-hmm. The Orson's Farm segments were also sometimes labeled as U.S. Acres. What? Wait,
I
what?
don't remember that segment.
Yeah, you don't remember us talking about the pig segment that came after the Garfield cartoon?
Oh!
We went on about
right.
it for about 10 to 15 minutes.
I'm remembering this terrifying memory.
No, my brain is not working today. I got nothing.
Let's see, continuing the details. Maruluk, using a parasol, not an umbrella.
Bruh, come on. Nah, next con. I'm not.
If you recall, he told our protagonist that he can't live on the surface due to being sensitive to light. Notes in the manga expand on this, suggesting Maruk may hail from the western kingdom of Jesueku, whose royal line sometimes results in children of shadow who are sensitive to sunlight and rarely live past the age of 10 unless dressed in special moon outfits that sometimes resemble Marluk's dress. All right, so they're from Russia, I guess. they're all hemophiliacs or whatever it is.
Well, I mean, in the crash that we saw Merluc's family in before, I mean, I don't know if their look expressed royal family or not.
Yeah, there's no way to really know. But these appear to be like extra details, so we got them there. Ozing gave Marluk a pointless chore and a shoddy map. She was definitely messing with Marluk during the second segment when they're on the surface. Yeah, no, that checks out. Next one. Reg's squishy things relics are commonly known as princess blossoms or boobstones and thought to be very soft and durable. Alright, well, we're gonna leave that detail behind. Indecipherable characters is most simply romanized as Maruruku, and apparently the name derives from the name of for anglerfish in one of the Scandinavian languages, so they went with Marulk. Marulk.
Probably
Ah,
derives from the conversation we had at the end of the shorts where it's written differently in the credits.
Yeah, there we go. So that all makes sense now. And finally, Marulk is the director's favorite character, hence his being the star of these shorts. Yeah, no, I can see why. It's fun, it's cute, and it was all good. And there was no trauma whatsoever.
Honestly, I really like those little bits about when you hear like what an author's favorite character is.
hmm
Especially since like if I didn't know that those shorts existed, I would have never guessed it was Marulk.
Yeah, once you see someone start making all the extra content for one character, it's like, yeah, no, that's definitely their favorite now. All right, so that looks like all the comments. Yeah, that was a big one, right? Or are there more?
No, it was just those two. Apparently, also another commenter said that I sold them on the idea that Bro and Jude gave those children a better life than they would have on the surface.
There you go.
It's
You
a
found
really
one
weird
person
thing
you
to
could
try and
convince. We
argue.
did it.
Well, it's been a long time since a commenter has called me that guy with the mustache. But I recognize my own callouts when I see them.
But they agreed with you. We did it. Mission accomplished, everyone. The channel's
We can
over.
shut the channel
Someone
down.
agreed with it. We're done here. It's been a good one, Ron. This has been Stoneface Reactions. We'll go ahead and see you next time.
I'm just saying that there's a very easy way, if we were playing a game of Guess Who, to pick one of us out from the others. One of us doesn't wear glasses. One of us has facial hair. One of us...
Does he have a mustache? Is he frequently wrong about his opinions? All right.
So even though we can end the show, can we watch the episode anyway?
Yeah, we're already here. Let's go ahead and watch the episode.
All right, sweet.
今でもはっきり覚えている。この世のものじゃないみたいだった。人以上のものが住む黄金都市。それは広く、大きく、圧倒的で、私たちの手に負えるものではなかったのだ。
I guess now that they're this deep, there's no reason for the hole to, like, maintain, like, its diameter. They're just in a large cavern now.
Well, we've seen the map. The hole gets bigger and wider at various points.
And they already fell for a trap.
Didn't spell the name of God correctly.
この建物、何？気ぃつけろよ。ごめん。何かの結晶でできてる。怪我はないか？
So I'm assuming the narrator was from our previous group.
I think so.
何ここ？どうやってできたんだろう。大昔の地上が飲まれてここまで来た。町ごと化石になっちゃった。それとも結晶でできた蜃気楼？全然わかんない。ここ何なんだろう。
Detroit. Hell nah. They put the girl
Oh,
in
new
Detroit.
intro.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say the stuff I said I was spoiled for before never appeared, so...
Oh, wow. He got baited.
No, I mean, I know it's coming. They just haven't appeared yet. Yeah, I've already forgotten. No.
Oh, I thought you meant like it wasn't in the series like at all.
No, it's there. I mean, the opening here has just reminded me of what it is. But I'm not gonna say anything until it happens. Which is the stupid thing of, did he not know? Was he making it up all along, just waiting for something to happen?
So, here's a thought. So, like, up at the surface, you need to go like 10 to hundreds of feet before the curse starts affecting you. When we got further down, eventually it became like you go up a flight of stairs and the curse starts affecting you. At what point does it get to like 6 feet, 3, or like 2? It's like, well, you decided to lie down and have a nap, and now when you stand up, the curse affects you.
I think you're gonna find that it's probably not gonna be that meaningful. Because otherwise we get a situation where they couldn't wake up from bed, or
Right, exactly. That would be the end right there.
or a slight incline is going to take them out. I think it's probably just going to be doesn't matter until we say it matters.
Exactly.
ここはまずい。キャンプできるとこ探そうぜ。ナナチ。
Nice to have that life sense power.
ここからは
Oh, pyramid head rats.
作らないと。母ちゃんの風書に案内はねえの？ないよ。ほとんど食べ物。
It's just about food at this point.
冒険は自分の足で切り開けってか。それじゃ力場の動き見るからオイラが前歩くぜ。指示は頼んだぜ隊長。隊長。レグ、怪我の具合どうだ？後ろ頼めるか？問題ない。任せろ。ところでさ、何の問題もなく私たち3人と1匹で来れちゃったよね。
Yeah, because of Reg.
じゃあ
Literally, if you didn't have Reg, you die.
限らなくない？言われてみれば自分がルールみたいな連中だしな。次会った白笛に聞いてみようよ。冗談じゃねえ。どうせ
At this point, I think you should just avoid all white whistles.
Yeah, right.
And anyone who's gotten down here is probably a bit crazy.
I mean, we are 50-50 on them being helpful or harmful.
Oh, Mega Seahorse. Yo!
Yeah, because they are both helpful and harmful.
I don't know, I think Boneju was more harmful than helpful.
That is an amazing design, though.
Sure, it's got a Pokemon.
No, Arceus is like more spiky.
I'm ashamed that both of you knew exactly when to jump in.
That's just the Chameleos from Monster Hunter, but a deer.
Oh gosh. they're just staring at him.
どこにも見えねえな。味はどうなんだ？産みたて卵はいけるだってさ。
No, they scared the scared them.
ねえこれ卵だよね。動いてる。
I don't know, they're like roly-polies to me.
お母さんも食べたことない帰りかけの卵。行くのかこれを。
And that's the death beam. What was that very important note? Don't look at the big light that makes the screaming noise? Ah, we don't need to worry about that. Oh.
Is Reg over there?
I believe that would be the geothermal vent.
Yeah.
なんだ。どけだ。スーナ。
Don't just stand there, bring her in.
There's a few more of those. I think cover might be time.
I like the way that explosion works, it's kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
I like watching that animation.
地熱ってあれのことか。なんてとこに巣作りやがんだ。おっきな泡みたいだったね。おめえなんでちょっと楽しそうなんだよ。
That's okay. Almost died to lava. Having lots of fun.
おお、あの騒ぎで割れないとは強いな。
These things are gonna hatch.
Absolutely.
どう？見ればいけるな。
I guess that was a little transcript from Liza.
Yeah. Instructions: do not eat anything before destroying all bacteria inside. Ah, it's goopy like everything else down here.
みてえだ。反応だろうな。沸騰程度じゃ筋肉が壊れねえってことか。
I don't know, I'd be hesitant to eat anything that still had a reflex.
おいら産みたてが良かったぜ。おめえマジか。行くのか。
Testing for poison.
口の中で動く。どう？リコ、味見してみてくれ。おい。
He doesn't describe anything. He's just like, no, you give it a taste now.
Oh, the bars that Bonjoot made.
It's
I hate that. Oh, I couldn't do it. This kid is very powerful. Oh, I couldn't.
Nutribar breading. You've had hot food at least?
No, it's just really good. I guess consider your favorite food, but you also have to fight it in your mouth at the same time.
Bottled thing
How'd
they
it get
cooked up.
up?
ナット？
前に話したオースの町の。
ああ。ナット。シギ、キウイ。リーダー。
The angry eyebrows.
心配しても。
Very necessary for leader.
Very tactful, Nanachi.
ま、アビスにいる限りタンク使ってのは繋がっている。そんなに気になるんなら、また手紙の一つでも飛ばしたらどうだ？そうよ。
Yeah, but then you'd have to go all the way back to the bathysphere.
Send the letter, do not let Bonju near any more children.
それにしてもよ、リコさん大抵なんとかならねえの？安直すぎる。
Nah, Team Rico's already the brand. He can't change it now.
たまに適当だよな、リコは。僕の名前なんて犬由来なんだぞ。
犬みてえなもんじゃねえか。ほれ、できたぞ。
I like the picture of Nanachi.
いいのか？
That smug expression captured perfectly.
ここまで追ってこれるやつがいるかっつーの。よし、虫と鳥よけのヒガ油も完璧。
Then, I mean, the picture has to go, how's the balloon gonna get up there?
シギーが言っていた。
Oh, they did very specifically say they put stuff on it so that the birds don't eat it. There we go. That answers the
No,
other question I had before.
The ocean, not the
Yeah,
birds.
I had that question too.
I'd asked about the birds before, I think.
I remember the other balloon that they sent up got, like, damaged going through that layer.
Yeah, this is a place where one's mindset takes shape.
They're saying they dropped through hours of ocean. There's obviously something that keeps that ocean from just coming down onto this layer.
No, but Theta, if they just believe hard enough, it'll happen.
I guess not.
Should have just treated it like a normal balloon when you, like, release it at a birthday party or something. Just turn around and pretend it went on its way.
Just looking bad. Oh, that's just too perfectly timed. It really was.
Yadagirasu?
Whom?
It's a, I want to say raven or a crow from mythology.
Ooh.
Well, it also has
got,
the
like-
look of that bad guy from Soul Eater when he's locked up.
The Ashura. Not Ashura, was it? I don't remember what they're called. Kishin, there we go.
なんだこりゃ。
It's a note
That's
that says
threatening.
it's a note that says your defenses suck.
ないよ。ブルシカがないの。つけてたのに。どこ？あの鳥から電報線を奪い、オイラの意識感知に気取られずに追跡。レグの腕トラップを難なくすり抜け、この狼藉だ。
Yeah, that's a little frightening, isn't it?
目的すらわからねえが。鉄だが血じゃねえな。何かの鉱物と
油のような匂いも混ざってる。
わざわざ足がつく真似するとはよ。舐めてくれるじゃねえか。
オゾリコ、プルシカを取り返すんだ。
There's a
Hey, you can't just take Prushka.
you've kidnapped my favorite character.
Yeah,
力場に
Data's on a warpath now.
プルシカの匂いがかすかに残っているな。
I appreciate how the bunny is part bloodhound. It's quite helpful.
It's okay, Reg's also a dog, as confirmed.
Well, Riku's more of the bloodhound for Riku. Nanachi is more of the bloodhound for consciousness. And Reg is the actual dog.
The physical and metaphysical trackers.
なんだ、小動物の死骸か？
Yo, I bet those things walk funny.
お尻縫われてない？
What?
Yeah, I thought they were actually stuffed animals before. We kept saying that they're
What's
animals.
inside? It's a pipe bomb.
Yay! What?
肉と油に混じってる。毛が詰まってる。
こいつは敵の体毛か？
It's a trap.
そいつで追えそうか？おい、どうした？
いや、これはリコとナナチのものだ。
あ？
What?
What?
畜生、マジだ。リコはおさげを。オイラは尻尾の毛。他にも気づかれねえ程度にむしってやがる。猫耳やりたい放題やってくれるじゃねえの、クソが。
Yo, I'd beat the heck out of them.
Super creepy is the right description still.
リコ、こんなことで怖がってられないわ。
It's a really weird message. I want to rob your hairs and shove them up some random animal's butt and sew it closed.
Well,
And
I
just hope
assumed
that
it
you
was
notice
some-
that and inspect it.
I assumed it was some sort of like scent-based trap meant to lure predators or something. I guess not.
I think they want to be found is the thing. I think they're being tested.
Giant footprints.
それに大きい。
敵のものか。
わからん。だが目的地は同じらしい。
I don't know. I don't think something that big would have fit in your
匂いの濃い
cave.
坂に向かって歩いている。
行くか。
I was expecting that first step to be a trap.
Yeah, right. The way the camera like zoomed in there. I was like, oh, what pitfall trap are they falling into now?
We need a Raiders of the Lost Ark scene. We need like Prushka to be on top of like a pressure trap, and they gotta swap it out for a bag of sand.
まあ、素敵な出会いの予感が
Watch
する
out for the
ぜ。
giant rolling boulder.
何ここ、建物なの？
生き物の死骸のようにも見えるな。
It does.
おめえらあれ気づいたか？入り口の右上。
あの印、不気味な書き置きの。
The one that represents the person who drew it.
Minus the one bit on the edge.
さあな、だが行かなきゃ。プルシカを取り返すの。そういうことだ。幸いここから入り口までほぼ平行。出入りで負荷を受ける心配もねえ。知らないのばかり。
平気なのか。
まあ煙はガンガン焚きながら行くけどよ。いざとなったら頼むぜ。
了解した。
The Nachi just like, we're gonna burn some stuff.
さあ覚悟決めろよ。
Alright, gang, have you ever Molotoved a place before? I have. The Nachi just serious business.
聞こえたか、ナナチ。
何けど出どころがわからねえな。
It's
人の
behind you.
声っぽくはあるが。どうしたの？
リコ、僕らを見てる奴がいる。何者かわからんが。今は進もう。立ち止まるのは危険だ。
The only way across would be the bridge, so...
あれは人間のものか。
ねえ、これ煙が何かに遮られてる？
力場なのか。どうだ。
いや、オイラにも見えねえ。力場もここで途切れてるように見えるんだが、何なんだ？
僕の出番だな。行かせてくれ。
まあねえな、ビビリなのによ。もう入ったか？どうなってる？状況を。
Maybe open your fucking eyes. Even Daniel Jackson stepping through the Stargate did face first.
爪、顎、あばら。これなんだろう。
So I wonder if this means that the city is safe from the curse.
That'll be interesting. Oh, there's a lot of things here.
Yo, I like that little bird one.
That one's just a block. Yo, we got
One of them
full-on
looks a little,
dragon.
なんだこいつらは。
Yo, I forgot about Reg's arm, not gonna lie.
Yo, that 3D animation. And it's part robot.
And holding the source.
なんなんだお前。
正体不明だ。
It's the weird mix of capital letters that's throwing me off about their language.
君たちもタンク使なんだね。ごめんよ。はじめまして、マジカジャだよ。君たちよく届けたね。
ねえ、あなたなの？プルシカ奪ったの？
オーバ
命を響く石、ユアワース、私の白笛。
ー。あでも石は得意なものがやってるよ。ねえ、おいで。
ちょっと、ねえって。
ねえ。
I am definitely confused now.
Well, I assume someone's refining the whistle or something. So it made it sound like.
戻ることができない。
But I guess
So
we're
this
leaving
Alright.
out
area,
a
as
mystery.
in the city, you can't leave the city without turning into a monster?
Yep, you're stuck there. Or you
How
go
will our
deeper.
heroes get out of this one?
They'll
The
dig
answer,
down.
they keep going deeper. Oh gosh, we just go with straight up NetHack rules. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna dig down a dungeon level or two. It'll be fine.
It's also crazy that this could be the corpse of a monster that's that large. So I assume that the only thing that thing could be
Is this Mythenroid?
would be the horn of a narwhal
Yes,
or
it
something
is.
like that. Which implies that the deeper you go, the larger the monsters can get.
Which checks out.
The same can be said of the deep ocean.
To a certain point. I feel like there's a middle ground there. You know,
Probably.
well, I mean, like the trench and everything like that. It's all it gets smaller and smaller. So it's like a
You know, we didn't get any of
Hey,
the
a
old cave
species'
raiders this
evolutionary
time.
size generally depends on the environment, you know? If you're living in a trench, that's less space. If you're in the wide open ocean, that's a lot more space, you know?
no. I meant more of the pressure, the depths of the pressure of the depths.
Oh, that's also a big thing, too. I like the design of that thing.
Yeah.
So we just have a bunch of hollows here.
I kind of
They're very
expected.
marionette.
I expected it based on the whole "the curse can't get in here" thing. That these were people dressed up like Chinese New Year.
Huh,
that, like-
Bone is listed for this episode?
That somebody was gonna just pop out of the thing, like pulling strings to make it work.
Right,
That
right.
would be fun.
But
I would
they're-
appreciate that.
They're all the not the Wicked Witch, the Wizard of Oz.
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember who's
That'd be actually hilarious.
I'm trying to remember
The
who's
wizard
guy.
is the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
The wizard.
Oh, I was trying to remember who the character was in the Wizard of Oz. That was that guy. It's like, oh, the movie's named after him for some reason.
You know, I mean, sometimes it's hard to remember who the Wizard of Oz was in the Wizard of Oz.
Well, it's because he's got like 5 minutes in the movie, and it's
Yeah, for real though. I spent the whole movie looking for him, and he's just some old guy behind a curtain.
So, I think it probably goes without saying, probably a lot of those hollows are the old cave raiders.
possibly.
Very safe to assume.
We didn't
I
see any of them
believe,
this episode, but that wasn't the attention of the action, so...
I will say the spoiler that I have indicates one way or another towards that information.
So next time we're probably going to get a whole lot of exposition about what happened to all of them. That's going to be my guess. The history of the village, how it came to be, etc. That seems to be what I think.
Maybe. 'Cause we're still on the hunt for Prushka. So, and we got a lot of the word's not coming to me. We got a lot of panoramics that reminded me of like early episodes of season 1, because for some reason the area around here in certain places looked like level 2 of the Abyss.
I'm pretty sure this area is a place in Elden Ring, but yeah, we have we have like a lot of great panoramics, a lot of very nice animation. This episode was very pretty, I think.
I just can't believe Made in Abyss ripped off Elden Ring. Wow.
Yeah, how could it? Let's see. Is there anything else that we should go ahead and cover? Any sort of thoughts or theories?
It's not necessarily like something we need to cover, but I just gotta point out one of my favorite like settings is like ruined and destroyed cityscapes and stuff. So I was having a lot of fun with the imagery this episode, but for like particular like personal taste, I destroyed ruined cityscapes, that whole like post-apocalypse
it's good
vibe.
Environmental storytelling. You have like
exactly.
the details left, and you kind of piece it back together. It's like, all right, so there's a destroyed cities, there's the footsteps of a very large thing, and then there's the bone of an even larger thing. I wonder what happened here.
I mean, I'm still going on World War. People are starving on the surface. They're moving around in ships that are either made of wood or what seems to be the remnants of far older metal ships. We have a civilization that was high-tech that buried itself in the ground and then apparently fell apart completely.
I think the thing that our Team Rico said was that it looks like it fell in to the hole. Like there was the city, and then it fell down all the way that many layers. And that was probably the creation of it. I think that's what they're suspecting, but of course, they're also just guessing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They were just guessing. They said, "Did this happen?" Which doesn't imply this happened.
Right.
Also,
it's always important to differentiate between what a character says versus what is actually known.
Also, how deep the shift must have happened, because you have these things up on the surface, and then you have these things down the bottom. I'm not talking about the city on the surface. We've already seen that didn't exist when I got here. But if you consider how deep this is, if a city was all the way down here, it feels like they had cities all the way down, like a subterranean pit, and the entire thing just shifted down, like the Earth ate it in a Tremors movie.
Yeah, that would make sense. Alright, any sort of final thoughts or comments? You got anything today, Shy? Alright then. In that case, I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. This has been Stone-Faced Reactions, everyone. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and that is Shy, and we will catch you next time. See ya, everybody. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?